The old man sent you for me, didn't he? He must have gotten my distress signal. I guess he's good for something. He kept talking about some Sith he was working with. He didn't mention you were a filthy alien.
He didn't mention you were an insufferable fool.
Watch your tongue, scum. Now get me out of here!
Give me one good reason.
My master's powerful. I'm sure you've heard of him. Lord Esdras. He won't be happy if I don't come back alive. My master sent me here for a holocron the Republic dug up someplace or other. I got the holocron, now all I have to do is get out of this place.
What purpose does this object serve?
It's not the holocron itself that's special. The holocron's a map. It's supposed to point to a powerful weapon of the dark side that's hidden here on Balmorra. The weapon's mine if I find it, which I will, now that you're here to free me.
You're lucky I like your father.
Looks like you and my old man are one of a kind, both weak. I'll be sure to tell him what you did for me. Maybe he'll reward you.
Next time, don't look to me.
I wouldn't count on it.
Hey! If it isn't the hero of the hour. I just heard from my son. I knew you wouldn't fail me. I was hoping he'd come back to base so we could catch up, but he said he was busy. Do you think he's okay?
He will do what he wants, and he can handle himself.
Ah, I see. Important Sith business, eh? Well, the Sith are the heart of the Empire. But you're not interested in any of this family stuff, I bet. You're here for your serum.
I did my part.
You upheld your end of our little bargain. I'll uphold mine. Dr. Turek will fix you up with the serum and explain what we know about it.
So let me get this straight. You kidnapped me away from the Republic so that you could go skinny dipping in a toxic waste pit?
A Sith's got to find some way to unwind.
You're aware that this serum has never been tested on humans, right? I mean, it should work, but it was designed for colicoids.
What are you getting at?
This serum could kill you before you even begin. And it might not be the most comfortable of deaths.
That's a chance I have to take.
All right. Well, I warned you. I can't expect to change a Sith's mind. This vial contains enough of the serum for about 5 doses, but I'd use it sparingly. You'll have to fight through the main Republic base to get to the vault, but that's the least of your worries. The colicoids around the vault are the real concern.
As promised. You may have your freedom, Doctor. Thank you.
What? You're not serious? I mean, you're Sith. You can't be serious. You'll let me go back to the Republic?
I promised, didn't I?
I don't know. It was all kind of fuzzy. I wasn't sure you would. Look, you'll know I'll never make it out alive. So if you're serious, you'll authorize a shuttle for me out of here.
Where do I sign?
Just let me get the transport officer on the holo here. There we go.
Dr. Tyrek, Sith, Captain Rollo at your service. What can I do for you?
I'm authorizing a shuttle for the good doctor.
Yes, right away.
Thank you, my lord. You're a strange sort of Sith, but I appreciate it. You know, if you ever want to come over to the other side...
I don't think I'm ready to go that far.
Yes, my lord. Of course.
Sith! Leaving us for good, eh? Got what you came for, I take it?
I appreciate the help.
The Sith are the heart of the Empire, I always say. Anyway, we wanted to see you off, give you a pat on the back and a little parting gift.
I am most grateful.
Safe travels, Sith. It was a pleasure working for you. And thanks again for saving my son.
Apprentice, you've reached Nar Shaddaa safely. Good. Don't let the glittering towers fool you. Misery and desperation rule the slums below. And desperation can drive people to many things. Remember that in your attempts to recover the artifact here.
Any idea where I should start?
In this case, the who is more important than the where. The artifact, a pendant called the Eye of Tulak, belongs to the Sith Lord Palladius. He's lived here many years, converting Nar Shaddaa's poor and suffering into zealous followers. His own cult.
He cannot be allowed to continue.
It's no concern of mine that he preys on these people, except that the attention has gone to his head. Palladius leads his cult from seclusion, but you can draw him out. I've contacted 2 of his former cult members. They're in hiding now, fearing retribution, but hungry for revenge. They should prove useful.
How did you convince these fools to help?
I have encouraged their cooperation with the assurance that once Palladius is gone, the cult is theirs to lead. Circumstances change, of course. Do whatever you feel is necessary with Palladius and his cult. The artifact is all that matters.
Oh, Destress, dear brutish Destress. And Riley, so beautiful and intelligent. You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Ah, well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
What have we here? The cavalry, looks like. Appreciate the help, but I had it under control.
Tagasar Jais embarks prize warperen swase ikbus karadida.
Easy, Destress. This isn't some holo you're talking to. My lord.
You would be wise to follow her lead.
Course, my lord. Sorry. There was a lady Sith a while back, Darth Zash. Said she'd send someone to help us out. You it?
I'm not going to help you. You're going to help me.
Of course that's what he meant, my lord.
Yeah, sure, either way. So long as Palladius is made to swallow dirt. Said we'd make a mighty sword and strike against our enemies? It was all lies. It was all lies. But you win the support of the poor, you knock Palladius's legs out from under him.
How do I win the love of these poor, downtrodden souls?
What Palladius did was find the biggest, most vicious gang on the block and crush them. Right now, the gang's the Crates, named after the Crate Dragon on Tatooine. Their leader, Sabin, thinks he's descended from one. Take out Sabin, and the masses will see you as a regular hero.
He'll need to be a dragon if he hopes to stand against me.
With all respect, taking out the crates wins you followers only until the next gang rises up. But there may be another way. A plague called the Rot afflicts the poorest of Nar Shaddaa's poor. But it can be cured, and the person who does so will be regarded not just as a hero, but as a prophet.
What exactly does this entail?
The cure to the Rot is owned by Titus Neutronics. You'll have to steal it from their warehouse, then distribute it.
In this case, I'd rather be loved than feared.
Good, but be careful. The warehouse is heavily guarded, but if you can steal the cure and distribute it in the Corellian sector, you'll own the lower classes.